ははは。チェックチェック、マイクチェック。ははは。テステステステス。ワン、ツー。はい、どうも。ヒロポンでございます。シャーロック・ホームズ・クライムズ・パニッシュメント。罪と罰やっていきたいと、続きをやっていきたいと思います。ハイボール作ります。こんな時間に。いやーね、今日もこんな時間になっちゃったけど、またお付き合いいただければと思いますよ。今日は初出しモンキーショルダー。まだ封も開けてないね。本当はね、お正月に飲むはずだったんだけど、開かねえこと始まった。おー、いいね。ハイボールを作るコツはね、しっかりとね、ウイスキーを冷やすことが大事です。で、炭酸。いい炭酸の音ですね。最後はそこから氷をちょっと軽く上げるだけ。いただきます。うまっ。はい、というわけで、前回は急に戻っちゃうね。ブラックウォーター事件だったかな。なんか昔有名だった船長さんが森に刺されて殺されちゃった事件を解決しましたけども、はい。では再開していきたいと思います。線路上の謎。今ゲップでさえちょっと次の舞台は駅か。あ、びっくりした誰なのこのおばちゃん。誰。ワトソン。
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We should be late for the train.
はあ、よし、列車に間に合わないよ。どっか行くのかな今から。
My analysis table.
ああ、
It is useful for my work.
それなんか書いてある。相変わらずぬるぬる動くね。お、トビー。
Look after Mrs. Hudson for us, Toby.
お留守番は頼んだよ。学校は、このままでいいか。とりあえず。なんか手紙来てる、もしかして。
This is where I keep my post. This is where I keep my post.
どこにって感じかな。違う。これ、ログとかってどうやって確認するんだっけ。これか。夜も更けた鉄道駅、入ってくる列車、不可能な謎解き。ホームズとワトソンの休暇帰りが興味をそそる奇妙な物語と進展していった。ここに書いてある。森内の復讐。元船長だったピーター・キャリー、ブラックウォーターじゃない。怪奇な殺人事件が解決した。キアリーの元捕鯨者の一人、パブロ・コベントラオがピーター・キアリーの殺人犯だとスコットランドヤードの信頼すべき筋から得た証拠によって決定づけられた。しかしながら法的な裁判を行うことはできなかった。コベントラオはすでに死亡していた。自然死だった。だが彼の死は恐ろしい罪を犯した後悔と自責の念が原因だったのかもしれない。森。ここに書いてある。アルミの心、ブラックピーターの運命。ピーター・ケアリーは正確な、森をこうか。これは合ってたのかな。前見たっけ。
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
1週間後。L3、L2 を一つで。なるほど。
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
2人しかお
I'll
らへん
take
け
your
ど。
bags and your blasted archive suitcase.
携帯書庫。
But, Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Holmes, say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
次の日、非常に朝早く。なんか日本語怪しいぞ。事件簿を開く。消えた列車の謎を解明する。車掌さんの駅長さんかな。名前は出てこないか。
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station.
イーブシャム
We
駅。
have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
はい。現場を視察する。 誰かいる。あれ、行かれへん。あの人たちに話聞かれへんな。
Trains can't just vanish without leaving a trace. It isn't possible, is it, Holmes?
確かに。なんかはかりみたいなのあるね。特になんかここで調べられることはあった。線路図。ここにいいのか今。ノッティンガムからロンドンからノッティンガムへの道。
This map will be useful.
取っちゃった。イーブシャム駅で見つけた地方鉄道の線路図。なんか四角ボタンが出るけど。結構動きが独特ですな。ちょっと引き返せて出ちゃうな。これ走るって違うな。これ違う。走るボタンなんだっけな。あ、これか。R2 ボタンか。トレインインフォメーション。
First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared.
あ、先そっち。ここも入れない。
First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared. あんまもうこうやって線路の上とか歩くことないな。ちっちゃい時は近所のなんか線路があって、ほう。
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
鉄道の枕木。
Railway sleepers, nothing unusual.
なんか空の瓶。
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train.
は。なんこれ。
There are no tracks or footprints on the ground.
そんなことある
？The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising.
ここで消えたって書いてあるな。これはまた戻るって言われるのかな。あ、 だね。
The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
ありえない。ガリレオを思い出すな。まあ、そもそもたどり着いてない説が有効だな、列車が。じゃあなんか列車が一瞬見えたのは幻だったのか。あ、吉尾さんこんにちは。駅長さんか。話して。
The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
ちょっと待って、これさ、そうか、ここではオプション変えられないんだっけ。
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station
Everett,
Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
えれえ目泳いどるなお前。悪そうな顔しとる。白髪頭。まあ年相応って感じじゃないの。あ、名誉記章。結構お偉いさんなのか。それから優秀な駅長さんなのか。あ、泥がついてますね。結構いい格好してるのに。婚約者。列車に関する情報。
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train
列車
composition
編成
report.
表。
It's inside my office.
See you later, my good man.
イーブシャムの駅長エベレットさん。男は60歳代、結婚し長くなる。袖にはまだ新しい土俵が付着していることから、こちらの駅長は園芸に熟中していると言える。はあ、名誉記章が彼が長期にわたり勤務を続けていることを語っている。これは全てから彼は平穏無事な人生を送りたいと願っていることがわかる。じゃあ特に怪しい人ではない。そうなのってこと。ガチャ。ここは郵便物とか。特にこれといってなんかあるわけでもない。
Railway post bags.
特に何もなし。イーブシャム。イーブシャムって本当にあるとこなのかな。そういうイギリス全土のなんか線路図みたいなの書いてあるけど。失礼。電報 Message to all station. Mr. Robinson is located at Breeding Station.
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
ロビンソン氏はブリードリントン駅にいる。 列車編成ラインノッティンガムロンドンタイプトレインライナーナンバー324コンポジションロコモティブコーラルカーファーストクラスカーポスタルワゴンスペシャルワゴンオーダードバイミスター・ロビンソン。ここにはロビンソンが出てくる。そういうことね。だから簡単に言うと戦闘車両で燃料でファーストクラス1車両目でいいんかな。ポスタルワゴン貨物的なやつかな。でこのスペシャルワゴンはロビンソンさんが頼んだものだね。なんか乗ってたんじゃないのかな。
Here is the train set.
書いてある。蒸気機関車、淡水車、一等車、郵便車、特別貨物。ロビンソンの注文。電報。
A telegraph.
テレグラフ。ちょっとこれを用いて聞いてみようか、お話を。へい。特別貨車。
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
列車の乗客。
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington Station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. What kind of
乗客の問題が
problem
生じたから列車が遅れてい
That
る。
is interesting.
That's interesting. ブリドリントン駅。
You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
辻馬車っていう
See you later, my good man.
ノッティンガムの先の方なんか。夜間列車に居合わせた乗客に関する情報を収集する。もうないのかな、特にヒントは。会話で尋ね、もう尋ねたんそれ言ったんじゃないかな。
The entire train has
あ、
disappeared.
聞けないね。
It's a disaster.
でですね。そっちって俺入ったっけ？入ってないよね。あ、ワトソン。ワトソン君、君はなんでそんな邪魔をするの？ガラクタの山。蒸気機関車の鐘。
An old locomotive bell.
予備部品。
This part is probably from a locomotive. This place serves as a storage area for the station. This part is probably from a locomotive.
昔のなんかストーブみたいなのが置いてあるけど。 とりあえずこれだけか。じゃあなんだっけ、ブリードリントン駅に行く。特に調べられたりとかできないもんね。とりあえず向かおうか。顔色悪いな君。真っ白やけど大丈夫？よし、展望開く。ついちゃった。ここがブリンドリントン駅。結構田舎だな。ちょっと乗客もろとも消えた列車、特別列車。違う違う。違う。まだ証拠はつながらない。ワサさんくん。
Railway post bags.
まあさっきのなんだっけ、イーブシャムか。イーブシャムよりかは栄えてそうなとこだけど。誰だあんた。ほう、なんか二人いるな。怒ってる乗客。
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
作業機。安い券。既婚者。君の長い肌。何があった？
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
消えた列車の乗客？
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
金持ちの描写。
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir.
怒ってる乗客。こちらの乗客の 手と服装からして何か専門的な労働を職にしているようだ。荷物はなく一人で乗っている。旅行しているわけでも、夫人と一緒に休暇を取っているわけでもない。彼は通勤に列車を利用している。このため鉄道には慣れていて、駅についても熟知している。男は常連客の一人。は、なるほど。こんにちは。あなたがロビンソン。はい。
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse
シャムロッ
me,
クって
but I'm not in the mood for idle
名
chit-chat
前
at
ま
the
しい
moment.
シャムロック・フロームズさん。偉そうな感じだね。オーストラリアの帽子。はあ。高価な衣類。重みのある金の指輪。これ何？こういうカバン？お。いい靴を履いてますな。ワニ革。
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
特別貨車。
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention, but I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
取締役。
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas Company.
バルカザス。
I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazas Company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of
なるほどね。
interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
メキシコ系かどうかかな。試作品の価格。
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in, and yet I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
列車に乗っていたのか。
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you travelling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room.
ブロムズ
I
ビー。
merely informed you of this.
若い機長さんだ
Mr.
な。
Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected.
Oh.
So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me.
まあ。
Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict.
確か
We
に。
cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazas Chilean Company.
なるほど。床の隙間、1枚の紙、なんか落ちてる。
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
保険証券。トーマス・ロビンソン氏によって、作成された自律型発電機の試作品に関する保証。試作品の損失が生じた場合、その価値に関して 50% まで保証します。15,000ポンド。15,000ポンドっていくらぐらいやろ。15,000ポンド。日本円。10、100、1000万、10万、100万。270万、280万円ほどか。まあ今のポンドの価値と、この当時のポンドの価値は分からんけどさ。なるほど。ロビンソンの高価な服や金の指輪が彼は裕福な男性で高い社会的地位を持っていることを示している。独特な帽子とオーストラリア製ブローチから彼はおそらく外国人で一時的にイギリスに来ていると推測できるかもしれない。推理できるかもしれない。おそらく商用目的でここにいるのだろう。なるほど。ちょっとお話はいいですか？
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions.
乗客の問題。あ、シャヒン。人間観察のお時間です。若年。若いよね、駅長さんにしては。髭も綺麗に剃ってある。清潔な衣類。きちんとされてる方だね。指導書。まだ駅長さんになって短いのかな。インクのシミ。
Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
真面目な人だね。昨日何か変わったことは？
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
いや、待って。これは新人の駅長さんでいいのかな？
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
すごい言葉だな。
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes.
脅しやんけ。
Think of your career.
Ah, that is... Well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar
チェスターフィール
telegram
ド
from
駅
my
の
colleague
次の
at
停車
Chesterfield
駅で
Station, the next stop along the
おかしな
line.
電報を受け取った。
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost
ほとんど
unreadable.
読むことはできない。
It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
チェスターフィールド駅間電報。チェスターフィールドテスト駅。列車番号30、うちゃけ、足。チェスターフィールド駅の報告書。チェスターフィールド駅駅長の消えた電車に関しての報告は間違えたけどほとんど読むことはできない。列車が実際この駅を通過したかしなかったかについて彼の証言を確認する必要がある。することは難しい。保険証。これ誰？現地に達成できる。ブリドリントン駅の駅長はかなり若い。清潔な制服を持ち、職務熱心。右手の指にはまだ新しいインクのシミがあることから、この青年は最近大量の書き物をしていたことがわかる。おそらく彼は学問を収めたばかりだ。そしてこれは彼の最初の重大な仕事だろう。大変なもん引き当てたな。ちょっとお聞きしていいですか？試作品の保険。
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from
I
doing.
apologize for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly
なるほど。
prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have
まあ
no
特別
idea
扱いは
who
で
I
きない
am.
からね。しょうがないって。大切な旅行カバン。
I see that you kept your grip sack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
は。
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.
それについてもっと調べる。これは
This grip sack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. Out of watch.
Of course.
なんかやろうとしてんな。お。はあ。回転させる。出てこねえ。ああ。 どうなってんのこれ。あ、開いた。どういう仕組み？
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully.
契約書以下、独占販売契約書は自立型発電機の試作品に関する契約書です。エミストン、電気会社過去買い手はこの装置を現状融資で購入することを理解し、また同意したものとみなす。トーマス・ロビンソン過去売り手は売却後に試作品に何らかの問題が生じた場合、それを売却時に各当事者が、基地していたか否かにかかわらず責任を取らないものとします。買い手は、本契約書に署名した時点で、試作品価格の 10% を前払いで支払う義務があります。残額は1ヶ月以内に振り込む必要があります。契約書以下独占販売で香港ゼネラル電気会社はこの装置を現状融資で購入することを理解しました。
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
独占
An exclusive sales contract.
これはバルカドスだね。
Yet another exclusive sales
こればっかりね。
Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another exclusive. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
あれあれ？だって商品は1個しかないんだよ。どういうことだよ。詐欺師かなんかじゃねえか、あいつ。ここら辺は特に。あったかいやつ。はいはいはい。特別箇所。違う。あった。ロビンソンの動機。彼が作成した保険証と複数の不正な独占契約のおかげで、試作品が紛失がロビンソン氏に多額の金額をもたらすことになる。確かに。乗客がもろとも消えた列車。知事人は列車に乗っていた。事故。知事人が列車に取り残されたのはただの偶然だった。絶対こっちでしょ。とりあえずこれで。これも。とりあえずこっちにしようか。これは違うね。ちょっとロビンソンさんにお話聞こうかい。 ロビンソンさん。
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
It's a scandal. An absolute outrage.
Don't touch anything, please.
あら。チェスターフィールドに行くか、とりあえず。検察係も怪しいよな。なるほど。もうとりあえずここか、チェスターフィールド。ずいぶん田舎だな、まだここも。ゴミ箱。
This bin is full of empty bottles.
A fishing advertisement.
Ah, なんかダメそうだな。モール信号のアルファベット。
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
A telegraph.
なんかもう飲んだくれてるけど。
How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up. Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
Huh? What? The 18-hour 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions.
水でも飲ましちゃうけど。はいはい。もう。赤い花。清潔な入れ。あ、衣服はちゃんとしてんだな。お、既婚者。あ、携帯用のサッカ瓶。釣りと。
Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
お前ダメ
Station Master
ダメじゃん
Bertram
か。
from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
ちっぽけなこと。ほんまかいな。
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember.
昨日のことは全く覚えてない。最悪だな、おい。
Please don't go harsh on me.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
ダメだね。これとこれだね。これか。うわぁ、ちょっと他になんか証拠を集めないと。全然通過したかどうかわかんないね。
Locked. There is no sense in asking the station master to open it. We shall have to pick the lock.
あ、マジで？いや、また始まった。あ、入った。どういうあれなの？ちょっと怖い。ほう。
Bags were recently dragged here. French wine, a remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage.
ダメよ、
They
首
were
だよ。
likely taken from the parcels.
物を盗む中で。なんてやつや。
These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy. We should ask about them.
まあ泥がついている。
Railway post bags.
Railway post bag. はぁ。チェスターフィールド駅の駅長はアルコール中毒だ。顔色、特にその鼻、疑う余地はない。それでも夫人は夫の面倒をよく見ているようだ。ああ、洋服とか綺麗だったもんね。これはね、怠惰か。怠惰で取り乱している。明らかにこの任務を果たせる状況ではない。酒は飲んでも飲まれるな。ん？そうか。なこれ。手こぎ機動車の土台。
Handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere.
Huh.
Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Well, yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights, and heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
Oh. やっぱもう列車自体来てなかったんじゃないの駅に。あ、いた。ここはウェイティングホール。ここか。おい。おい、酒貸すこら。あの汚れた道具は何ですか？
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, it might be easier to put them outside. Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me.
どこかの
They
作業員
wanted to
が来
lift
た。
the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
作業員
Who were these
ああ、そう、
workers?
違う違う、違う違う。
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink. And whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't
イギリ
believe
ス
so.
人じゃなかっ
But see,
た。
they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening.
酒瓶で頭叩くぞ、お前。ほう。なんか荷物がいっぱい置いてある。特にないのか。これか。偽列車の実験。はあ、消えた列車の謎を解明する。この解体された手書き機動車はこの謎と深く関わっているだ。うん、
I should use the appropriate object here.
え
I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the appropriate...
あれ
I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the... I should use the appropriate...
は動かす。あ、回転させる。あるやねこれ。回転させるあったわ。
I should use...
土台を使う。なんか他にもある。あ、あったわ。やべ。接合面が。え？多分そこだと思うんだけど。あ、出た。できたできた。
So, now here we have the fake train that we
Fake
saw
train.
approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson, I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle.
L1。あるものが必要。作れるね、これでね。汽笛、全焼灯。
I need something long for the headlight to be attached.
何か長いものがいる。まだなんかいるの？あ、長い棒。これでいけんのかい？お、調べる。長い棒を取り付ける。
The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight. The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher.
消火器。消火器がいる。あ、あるやん。全部ここにあるやん。どういうこと？
The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. First of all, let us pump the pressure inside the
消火器に圧
extinguisher.
力を加えよう。
The steam whistle is ready to be used. Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
Ah, at any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
携帯証拠ってどんなサイズなん？はいはい。偽の列車。手漕ぎの気動車。もっと前に消えていた。列車はイーブシャム駅に到着しなかった。実はもっと前に消えていた。誰かがチェスターフィールド駅で手漕ぎ機動車と予備部品を使い列車の真似をしていたものだった。はあ。誰がこんなことすんだ？変な話さ。これロビンソンさん、いやまだわかんねえか。とりあえず被害者にとりあえず携帯ショップで、ここの飲んだくれのおっちゃんにはわけがわからん感じやわな。出た。
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
ここじゃない？あれなんでやねん。
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
あ、ここじゃないの？めっちゃ広いな。ちょっと待って。え？
Here it is.
あった。
There is a side branch to the railway. Its first
違うとこやっ
stage
た。
is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations.
分
There is
岐
one more station
分
to
岐
be
器がある。
visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be
意
a
識では
side
の視線も
railway to
走
the
ってる。
nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham station. This suitcase contains my archives. We can consult with it if needed. It is fortunate that we took it with us.
ここの駅もあるのか。はいはい。とりあえず駅まで行ってみようか。謎の駅に来た。なんか怪しいおっさんいたぞ。
Character. He looks anxious.
あんた火事になるで。
This scent is familiar to me.
またこれ
But
か。
in order to recognize it, I must combine my associations into one picture.
で来た。
A greenish brown cigar with a strong aroma.
メキシカンか
A
い？
hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
リ
You
カルド。
already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar.
リカルド・ド・
It
タ
is
ー
a
レント。
Ricardo Tarrant, a Mexican
質の高い
cigar
メ
of
キ
an
シコの
excellent
高級葉
quality.
巻。
Quite an expensive one, too.
灰皿。燃やされた紙切れ。
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. A greenish brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked. There are others that appear fairly old.
That means that the fellow spent several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's hardly a traveller or a tramp.
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the
ドン
Ricardo
カスター駅で
brand
数
of
日過
Mexican
ごし、
cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station.
もう
Apparently, there was a conflict between the
メ
Mexicans
キシコ人と
and
チリ
the
人の間に
Chileans.
争いがあったようだ。ドンカーサ駅の待合室にあった灰皿の中に見つけた燃やされた紙。メキシコ人とチリ人の間の対峙で読み取ることができる。あのメキシコ人野郎はどこ行けだった？競馬。
Newspaper articles on horse racing. Hurdle, steeplechase, and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
イヤホン取れちゃった。ちょっと待って。馬券。
Betting slips for horse racing. The sums are quite impressive.
It can be an expensive vice. This man had probably used all his savings.
はあ。買わないで尋ねる。ここの一応さんどこ行ってん？
A telegraph.
テレグラフ。
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking.
なるほど。おっと、誰かいるな。これしようか。あそこに駅長がいるな。
Railway post bags.
レイルウェイパスバッグ。なんもないな。ワトさんごめんね。なんかメキシコ人からお金借りる代わりになんか好き放題させたのかな。よいしょ。特に何も、聞いてみるか彼に。いや、駅長さん。
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson. We are investigating the case of the vanished train.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen.
Da.
I'm Mr. Duff, the station master of this station. I'll be happy to help you in any way I can, but there's not much that I can tell you about last night.
怪しい。憂鬱。そんな表情でわかるもんなの？あ、ボタンが1個取れてる。本当だ。指輪の跡。見えね。ああ、確かにちょっと白いかな。 時計はしてない。本当だ。駅長さんなのに。賭けをする男。
I observe that you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your relocation to this small town might have helped ease your addiction, but it was not to be.
I beg your pardon? Addiction to what?
いやいやいや。すぐわかるって。
We found a number of horse racing tickets inside your office.
第二だってちょっとした欠点はあるもんです。
An expensive obsession, surely, for a station master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the races with my colleagues. And anyway, that's my private life.
メキシコ人について。
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I believe, in the waiting room. Did you notice him?
What? A Mexican? Here in the back of beyond? Are you quite sure about that?
It appears that you may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map, there should be a quarry here, and behind that, the lake.
How should I know? I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
I was working in Nottingham. But I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
なるほど。
Did any passengers leave or board the train last night?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's passage by telegraph. Just the same as all the other nights.
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot inspect the quarry. Instead, we can check the beach area around the flooded lake.
ドンカスタ駅。ドンカスタ駅の駅長はうつ状態にいる。左手の薬指に以前指輪をはめていたような跡が見られる。最近離婚した可能性がある。だらしない格好をしているところを見ると一人暮らしに不慣れのようだ。彼の液晶時計は見当たりない。なくしたまたは盗まれたのか、それともどうしても金が必要になり質に入れたか。はあ。ここは怪しくね。入れないんかい。液晶のカバンだ。
This post bag belongs to the station master.
妻への手紙。ノッティンガムシャーベイスフォードアルペン通り7番。愛する妻へ、今回は私を信じてほしい。もうすぐ住宅ローンが返済できる十分なお金が入ってくる。この数日には期待できる。君の希望通り、くびってちゃった。君は今後も続けてその家に一人で住むことができる。僕は君のことを今でも大切に思っている。それだけは分かってほしい。ここ数年、私は君に精神的な苦痛を与えてしまった。だが、いつか君が許せることを願っていたい。さよなら、エドワード。弁護士の手紙。
The station master appears to have found himself in some financial trouble.
先日いただいた警告書のご返事として支払うべく借金の分割金の最終払いを間もなく満たすことができます。ダフ君、ちょっとお話いいかい？
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
あれ、ドンカスターの液晶はお金を受け取った。ドンカスター駅を通過しなかった。イーブシャムとイーブシャムとドンカスターとまだなんかあるな。なんかあんの？
A telegraph.
Hmm.なんかありそうだけどな。
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. This ashtray is
完了した。聞けるのかな。走り方。
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
そしたらそうだね。イーブシャム。とりあえず岸辺に行くか。マインズ。あれ違う。
The switch is is rusted, but it still works.
？This road should go in the same direction as the railway.
あら、
A fake train. Ha! What a clever and devilish.
あれ、戻されちゃうの。うん。チェスターフィールド、こっちか。走り方かわいいな。あれ、違うな、戻されちゃう。うん。
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
これとこっちに行けるようになったのかな。あ、そういうわけじゃない。はあ、もう岸辺に行ってみるかじゃあ。
Here we are at the beach that is located near the quarry and Doncaster station. It doesn't look like a very good place to rest. These traces were made by a carriage. Look. The vehicle pressed this stone into the ground. It would have been quite heavy.
ね、これ。
Nothing interesting here. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials. An abandoned gypsy caravan.
なんか血の跡あるけど。
This place was abandoned fairly recently.
いや、なんか血の跡あるけど、大丈夫？
Observing the coastline and the moored boats, we are able to see that the lake's water level dropped. The lake has flooded the quarry. The dam was probably breached.
はあ、調べられない。
A label with the name
Las Zarpas.
Las Zarpas.
ん、証拠で検索する。チェスターフィールドイーブシャム感欲しい。意識アベンが四変者。ラスアルパスの札。最初の電気鉄道がこれか。
My search should be focused upon the name Las Zarpas.
え？あ、まだあった。切り裂きジャック。ラスザルパス。シャーロック・ホームズの冒険。え？なくね？あった。ラスザルパス端家輸送。ラスザルパスの端家は大量かつ重量のある荷物を運ぶことができる河川交通の主役を務めている。ラスザルパスの商標は運送電気設備また、工業なども取り扱うメキシコの財団カラカルの所有権にある。
Here it is.
はあ、メキシコ出てきたね。石切り場。ほう。そしたら分岐点行った方がいいよね。ここが何もないのが不思議なんだよな。マインズ。うん、そうなっちゃう。
This suit
違うな。どういうことだろう。鉄道の分岐点から先の視線。ドンカスト行って、
This railway branch should lead to the quarry. Let us take a look. The switch is rusted, but it still works. The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable. The railway ends here. That is strange.
ここ通れない。許してくれなかった。この人はもう喋れないのか。
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
あとはイーブシャムだな。
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
いや違うの、こっちじゃねえな。反対側だ。ごめん、ワトソン君、走らせて。ちょっとした運動だよ。こう。
There was a building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
.複数の音、大型の音。
Traces. Let's take a closer look. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials. The traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake were from the same vehicle.
イーブシャム近くに解体された倉庫があり、そこには間隔が約2メートルほどの大型のトラックの深めの車輪の跡があった。おそらく資材を運搬していたのだろう。
This road should lead to the town of Evesham. This road should lead to the town of Evesham.
ちょっと話聞いてみようか。解体された倉庫について。
It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2
強盗に
weeks
払えた。
ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few hundred feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. Why would anyone want to?
See you later, my good man.
盗まれた線路。お、いっぱい証拠が出てきてる。おっと。お、つながった。列車は新設した石切り場に沈んでしまった。はあ。こっちには行けないの、石切り場。あ、行けねえな。どうすんだろう。この人と全然話せないよな。
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
ここも入れへんしな。 こじゃないのか。何かあるわけでもない。え？鉄道の分岐点。チェスターフィール
Ah, will I ever get any peace?
ダメだ。ワトソン君、ワトソン君、ワトソン君。そこにいないとね、じゃあこっち見ないで。出られんのよ。出られんのよ。ここから始まって、
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Oh,
Mines. This is interesting.
はあ、おー。
It would be quite possible for someone to
やっとだ。
redirect the train towards the mines.
あ、これで鉱山に行けるようになったんだ。あ、よかったよかった。
Here are the mines, Holmes. They appear to be abandoned. なるほど、戻っちゃうか。 This mine has completely collapsed, Holmes.
It is curious, but to be truthful, I am not entirely surprised.
It's difficult to follow you, Holmes.
なくなった機場。ネジ。
Someone removed these screws, most probably to take down the rails. A few feet of the rails have been dismantled.
Go. 怪しいなぁ。怪しい匂いしかしねえぜ。マインガーズ。金属の箱。
This box must be the safe. Let's open it.
これ好きだね。今回ね。開いた開いた開いた。
The Mexican company Caracao and the Chilean Barcazas both want to buy the mines. I need more information.
出たマイクロフト。
Perhaps Mycroft could help.
ビア石炭全警備担当者への新しい指示事項。バルカザスグループの代表者に鉱山内への自由な立ち入り許可が与えられましたのでお知らせします。所有される次期会社です。また今日からカラカル財団のいかなる代表者に対しての立ち入り禁止の規定が適用されます。説明は提供できません。これは秘密情報です。
Watson, it seems that both South American companies were involved in the purchase of the mine.
The man at Doncaster who flared our approach, he smokes Mexican cigars. Perhaps...
Yes, Watson. We should certainly speak with him.
Hmm. なんかあるな、そこに。あれ、ここはこれだけ。崩落した鉱山積み上げた石紙包み。
This is an unusual kind of paper,
見出し
stiff
種類
and
の紙。
dry. It was used for a specific purpose. Let us look inside.
あ、こうか。おがくず。
Sawdust. I am almost certain it is a... Watson, could you assist, please? Do you have your pistol? Good. Fire at this package.
撃っちゃっていいのこれ。わあ。粉塵爆発。ダイナマイ。ああ。隠蔽。はあ。ああ、なるほど。いうこともできる。電報。あ、いた。
Please, sir, we would ask you not to leave. We have some questions.
Are you the police?
No, we are employed by the railway company. We are collecting witness statements about the train that disappeared last night.
Lo siento, I'm in a hurry.
Really? It seemed that you were waiting here for someone. Could you tell us if you were at the station last night?
No, I just arrived from South America.
A formidable journey, no doubt. Which country are you from?
De Chile.
Shiva. 洒落た服。頑丈の体格。お、葉巻。武道。
Chile? But you are Mexican.
No, you are wrong. Why would you think I'm Mexican?
Because of your cigars.
Sí, cigarrillos. So what?
Those cigars are the Ricardo brand, from Mexico. It is quite impossible to find them anywhere but there.
Pero not your business.
何の用事でここにいる?
I don't suppose that you are on vacation. What business brought you here?
I was to meet my fellow compañeros. Where did you arrive yesterday? They were on that damn train. I will stay here and hope that the authorities find them, or their bodies. It's now my responsibility to repatriate them.
Who authorized you to do that?
The company I work for.
Could you tell me the name of the company?
It's not your concern.
And what is your name?
Enough questions. Buenas tardes.
Not a very friendly man, and he is lying. He said that he just arrived, but we know that he has been here for several days.
確かに。メキシコ人。男が持っている非常に高価な種類の葉巻、それと身につけている服装から判断して、彼はかなりの金持ちだと言えるだろう。男に染みついている強いタバコの匂いと、ゼーゼーという呼吸音は、彼がこの数日かなりの量のタバコを吸っていることを示している。手の裏は赤くタコができている。ブドウ熟練者によく見られる状態だ。ちょっと電報借りようかな。しばらくして。
I asked Mycroft to find out some information on the WEA Coal Company.
WEA.
Here is his reply, and it is an interesting one.
2社の会社、チリのバルカザス、そしてメキシコのカラカス。両社ともに WEA 石炭鉱山の買収を希望した。メキシコの財団のカラカルは当初の取引を行い、すべての必要書類を揃えていた。しかし、チリのバルカザスグループは有力な、縁故関係でいいのかなを利用して鉱山買収の出血を奪うことに成功した。ちょっと待ってね。ちょっと待ってよ。いや、ここでもうあれだもんね、分岐してることだもんね。あ、やめなきゃ。ジェスターフィールドは通過しなかった。 貸し切りこれ何も入んない。メキシコ人はチリ人を殺害して鉱山の奥に。まあ国際問題だからなこれ。まあマイクロフトにお願いしようか。はい。たまたまこのイギリスの鉄道がその被害に遭ったって話なのかな。
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have the local constabulary and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force. It could result in an international scandal. Our other option is Brother Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble, but it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. But I think I'd prefer to give Mycroft a chance. We should overlook our personal differences on this occasion.
あんまり仲良くないもん
Just
ね
go home then. I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
No, I did not say that we had finished here yet.
Well, all right. What did I miss?
Watson, we know that the Barcazas Company directors were trapped under the collapsed mines, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't tell me we have to dig out the mines.
Huh. You may rest assured that I have a far better idea. We have only to use our corrupt Doncaster station master as bait. He will unwittingly trap our Mexican friend.
Of course, you already had a plan. I shall follow you, Holmes.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. May we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away, but... Wait a minute. You've solved the case?
In a manner of speaking, can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
He pulled through, then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risk, but he will be held securely by the doctor and police officers. The gentleman carries some vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. The journalists will be here before you know it. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
しばらくして。おっとあ、やっぱりお前話がちげえじゃねえかっつって。かっこいいナイさん登場の仕方。
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
はあ、ちょっと別の決断。 危ねえ、危ねえ。さっきのは何もなかった。
Good shot, Watson. I always knew you were a talented marksman.
ホームズも信じて
I
る。
didn't want another life lost in this case, Holmes.
急なこれはやめてく
Oh
れ。
my god! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence. By the way, Watson, would you be so kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
Yes, but not in our sitting room, and not with you wearing a
学習もつ
blindfold.
けないこと。ああ。慎重に計画された殺人だった。メキシコ人はチリ人を殺害して鉱山の奥に列車を封じ込めて犯罪を隠した。このような犯罪組織は真っ向から対立することはできない。繊細な対応が必要だ。マイクロフトにこの紛争の解決を任せることに決めた。あれ違うの？はあ。別の結末を選ぶ。はあ。別の？どこだよ。
Then the case...
Well, on the one hand, but it'll our other option. The problem, all the same.
Let us go home.
No,
Well, but... Of course...
は
well, the
これはかっこいい。
gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba!
カランバ。
Traitor! You double-crossed me!
はいはい。すごい悲しい顔してる。
Good shot, Watson. I always knew you were a talented marksman.
I didn't want another life lost in this case, Holmes.
Oh my god! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence. By the way, Watson, would you be so kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
Yes, but not in our sitting room, and not with you wearing a blindfold.
いや、メキシコ人がチリ人を扮したのがまずそもそも違うのか。はあ。え？ これそうなっちゃうと違うのか。これでやってみるか。はい。
Then the case...
Well, but no, what?
But...
Huh? You?
Of course...
Well, the case,
Right.
yeah,
You're...
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
ドゥンドゥドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥン。そのうち腕ちぎれるんじゃないかな。
Good shot, Watson. I always knew you were a talented marksman.
I didn't want another...
Oh my God! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence. By the way, Watson, would you be so kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
Yes, but not in our sitting room, and not with you wearing a blindfold.
ああ、こっちなんだ。メキシコ人はチリ人を殺害して列車を沈没させて犯罪を隠した。ダムの結果に彼らの有利に動いた。あ、そうだね。橋系だもんね。繊細な対応が必要だ。ちょっとトイレしてきていいですか？あ、でもまあまあ、もうこれで終わるしな。なるほど。はい。脱線。トロフィー獲得。血の浴室。というわけで、今回はこの辺で終わっておこうと思います。次回もね、また事件を解決していきたいと思います。というわけで、最後までご視聴いただき誠にありがとうございます。また次の放送でお会いいたしましょう。それでは、バイ。Thank you.